Welcome back to the body language analysis of the Mafia boss, Michael Cologne. There will be a lot of gems for you to learn here so you can apply them in your real life to kind of let that mob boss hang out. Enjoy. Alright, first things here. Have a look at how he sits, okay? He's kind of having not a great posture, alright? He usually has a good posture, but here it's not great, okay? He's kind of bent over here. You don't want this to happen. You want to straighten up your back, so how it would look is more like this, alright? What he's doing is like this hinged over kind of thing. You don't want this to happen. And this is kind of the thinking pose. It's pretty good, alright? It looks pretty cool if you do it, alright? And obviously how he sits, I don't think you need to analyze it much here. It just looks sloppy as fuck. Alright? It's not good. Alright, you don't want to sit like this. It's obvious.
I haven't got a lot to say, Mike.
We have time.
Here, just look at the short answers, okay? We have time. Not much, he doesn't need to say that. Really explain it more. It's enough to say these 3 words, okay? Doesn't need to, oh, yeah, so in 5 minutes I don't really have anything to do still, so we can just, keep talking till then. It's just like, we have time, alright? If you can say the same message in less words, go ahead, bro. Say less than necessary, always.
I was kept pretty much in the dark. I didn't know all that much.
Alright, again, in this scene, the body language isn't that great. He's kind of crossing his legs here. That's a submissive move. You see a lot of women do it because they have nothing between their legs. It's not that uncomfortable for them. For men, it's usually pretty uncomfortable. So besides the fact that it's uncomfortable, it's also submissive. You don't want that really to happen. So really don't do this. Better option is just to kind of split out your legs, creating a big space between them. And also here, kind of clasping his hands together. It's, again, not a great look, alright? Make himself smaller here because his hands are going inwards. It's not perfect, okay? But what he does do great is holding strong eye contact with him, or he would have hold strong eye contact with him if Fredo wouldn't look away. He's just kind of probably shows that he's just intimidated and also kind of disappointed in himself. He's not, he doesn't want to look him in the eyes because he's scared of it. But if he would, then Michael Cologne, the Mafia boss, would have just had strong eye contact here, right? That's, again, a very important point.
What about now? Is there anything you can help me out with? Anything you can tell me now?
The only thing that's pretty good, okay, his chair is pretty much setting up his body language to fade because he's laying. It's weird. But what he's doing great is he's using his chair completely, okay? He's kind of having his arms all around the chair here. That's very good because it just makes you just take up way more space. And it's just a great way. For example, if you're on the sofa and you're sitting there, the best thing you can do is just kind of spread your arm out and kind of get around this arm thing, alright? This type of thing. Use them always, okay? It's a easy way to take up more space, alright? Always use them.
Big up intentionally, that's all I can tell you.
Hold on, look at that. I just noticed it too late. You can see how his thumbs are pointed upward. Both his thumbs here. Alright, this is definitely done on purpose, okay? This is not a coincidence. Because you always want to have your thumbs out just for everybody to see. Because your thumbs are pretty much the indicator of if you're confident or not, okay? If you, for example, hide your hands in the pockets, you also hide your thumbs, also your hands. That's horrible, alright? You don't want to happen. It looks insecure. If it's not cold, don't do it. If you clasp your hands together, usually your thumbs are not pointing upwards, which is, again, not great. But he just kind of spread those thumbs out, pointing them upwards, just shows that he's way more confident. It's very, very good body language here. Again, here look at how he's looking down, not great. He probably looks at where he's going because he will stand up soon, I think. Looking down is still not great, submissive. And then here, the way he's standing up. He's instantly creating more space because he kind of, he's leaning forward, but still he's creating a lot more space. What he could have done better here is getting up by kind of pushing on to his knees. What he did is kind of pushing up from the chair. And he hold on to the chair here. I will just rewind that real quick afterwards. But what he could have done better is just, push up from his knees. That would have just taken up way more space if he would have done that. So always, if you stand up, try to, if you get the chance to, try to, put your hands on the knees and then just flare your arms out and stand up like this. I will just quickly do this so you can see how he stands up. See, holding onto the chair here, alright? But he was standing up pretty slowly, moving at your own pace. Very important, big man move. Always, hold on to your knees when you stand up, when you sit to stand up, and then move up slowly. That's extremely, extremely good body language if you do it like that, okay? It's very good. Okay, this right here is just because it's cool, okay? You cannot tell me that standing in front of the mirror while talking to someone isn't cool, okay? That's not big body language, that just looks cool as hell.
I didn't know it was gonna be a hit, Mike.
This right here, so he's touching his eyes here with his fingers. That's, this one is his other eye. This is meant to calm down his nerves, just to kind of relax him again, calm him down, alright?
I swear to God, I didn't know it was gonna be a hit. Johnny Ola bumped into me in Beverly Hills.
You can see the heavy swallow here, clear sign of distress.
And he said that he wanted to talk. He said that you and Roth were in on a big deal together.
Also here, the heavy breathing, obviously a sign of distress again. So his whole body is pretty much saying that he's stressed.
And that there was something in it for me if I could help him out.
Also here, look at the hand. He's nervous, he's fidgeted here. See if I can catch it.
There was something in it for me.
Right there, fidgeting, nervous.
And that there was something in it for me if I could help him out. He said.
And also, look how his body and his face is faced the other way, alright? His eyes also, he's not giving him attention at all. But Fredo here, the one laying, sitting, this weird pose, he's having full attention of him, okay? His body is turned towards him, his eyes are looking at him. Again, clear sign of who's the big man. The big man has all the attention without really giving up much attention himself, okay? He's faced, everything is faced the other way, but he still gets the attention of him. Alright, very, very good.
He said that you were being tough on the negotiations, but if they could get a little help and close the deal fast, it'd be good for the family.
You believe that story? You believe that?
He said there was something in it for me, on my own.
I've always.
You can see how he gestures a lot. So the one laying here, I don't know how to say it. Fredo, alright. He's gesturing a lot, which is usually a pretty good thing to do, okay? If you gesture a lot, you just tend to come across as, people believe you more, alright? Gesturing is a very good way to have people believe you.
Taking care of you, Fredo.
Taking care of me? You're my kid, bro.
Okay, I'm not 100% sure, but I think his hands are in the pockets. I can't really see it because it's all black, and I don't think he has black hands. So I think his hands are in the pockets. What that kind of conveys with this body language is insecureness, which he isn't. So I don't know if it's really his hands there. Don't put your hands in the pockets, okay? I know people will think it's cool. I used to think it's cool. I used to have my hands in the pockets all the time until I no, kind of learned from body language and then understood that it's bullshit, and you don't want that to happen. Don't put your hands in the pockets. It's not good body language. It's not cool. It's just insecure. If it's not cold, which it may be because it's snow outside, so maybe that might be the reason. But if it's not cold, don't do it. Okay?
Brother, you take care of me?
Here also, listen how he instantly gets loud, but not in a cool, collected, calm way, just in a emotional way, okay? Like a little kid instantly getting stressed out, emotional. Not a good look. Stay cool all the time. It's tough, but it's extremely worth it if you train it and just keep staying cool all the time. A great way to train it, actually, that's kind of not body language, but a great way to train it is taking cold showers, which sounds weird, but if you take cold showers and just try to keep holding, keep having same breaths and just breathing clearly and just completely thinking about breathing and nothing else, not starting to scream, oh my god, it's so cold, just staying cool. That's a great way to kind of keep your emotions under control. That's a great way to train it.
Did you ever think about that? Huh? Did you ever once think about that? Send Fredo off to do.
Alright, he is having his hands in the pockets, not a good look. But you can see already, have a look at his legs here, right? I know they can't see this, but that's why I'm here. He's definitely having a pretty wide stance here, right? You can see it just by the legs that are coming down here. That's pretty good stance he is having. Wide stance is always great, alright? Although people tell you toxic masculinity, stop taking up space, bullshit, don't even listen to them. Wide stance are powerful because you take up space, it's great. And again, look at the attention on him, body, face, everything, and he's just completely the other way, okay? Again, demonstration of the big man here.
Do this, send Fredo off to do that. Let Fredo take care of some Mickey Mouse nightclub somewhere. Send Fredo to pick somebody up at the airport. I'm your older brother, Mike, and I was stepped over.
That's the way.
He sounds like a little kid, okay? He's the older brother of the Mafia boss, but he sounds like a little kid just because he got emotional instantly. Okay, that's the power of staying cool. If you stay cool, you sound like a cool adult James Bond type of guy. If you instantly get emotional, screaming around, you just sound like a little kid who's no one's gonna take seriously, okay? That's the big difference here. Okay, always try to keep you cool. Although it's hard, just train it. Cold showers, alright?
Pop wanted
It ain't the way I wanted it. I can handle things. I'm smart. Not like everybody says. Like dumb. I'm smart and I want respect.
Look at how he's looking at him down. He's just like, yeah, you want respect, but you're acting like a little child. Okay, it's just kind of like disbelief, just like, yeah, I don't think you really get respect like this. You're acting like a little kid. Why the fuck should I respect you? Look at this face. Okay, that's literally a little kid face. Honestly, I've seen a lot of little kids looking like this. Just have a look at this. Okay, besides his, okay, I know he has a, mustache and stuff, but besides that, he does look like a little kid. Don't tell me otherwise. He sounds like a little kid. He looks like a little kid. Also, his haircut is off, but that's something else, alright? I'm not trying to blame it on this one.
Is there anything you can tell me about this investigation?
Look at the difference, okay? He's acting like a little kid, screaming around, being emotional, and just Michael Corleone staying cool as hell, as always, unbothered, unfazed, just chill, alright? Slowly talking, 100% information, no fluff around his words, no 50 words for 10. He just says what he thinks, says what's important, and that's it. And that all in a cool manner, cool, calm, and collected. That's very important.
Anything more?
Here again, heavy swallow, clear sign of distress.
The Senate lawyer, Questat. He belongs to Roth.
Fredo, you're nothing to me now.
That's it, alright? I think there won't be anything more valuable after this. You can see how he just says less than necessary. You're nothing to me after this. You could have explained it in hundreds and thousands of words, alright? You could have said, oh, I hate the fact that you did this, and then you did this, and that's really pissed me off, and then you did this. He just said, you're nothing to me now. Fredo, you did nothing to me now. Also with the name at the beginning, making it more personal. Everybody loves the name, usually. Okay, in this situation, but usually everybody loves the name. It's the favorite word in every language. I heard this once. Write it down. It's a very good one. So if you know the name, use it. But also say less than necessary always. Okay, that's what you can learn here. A lot of gems. I hope you learned a lot. Hope you can get that mob buzz out sometimes. Staying cool is a big part of it. This phase of big man will end soon. Okay, body language phase will end soon. So if you have any topic you want me to cover, or any character you want me to cover, write me, text me. Alright, so I have it. I'll get it for you. But then the phase will be over. No more body language after this. You learned all there needs to be learned if all these videos are done. I hope you learned something. Stay big man.